Okay, guys. Well, it's time to make a blacksmithing guide. Had a couple people that were wanting to know about blacksmith. Pretty much, we're just going to go through the whole entire thing in here, and that way we cover all bases. The first one would be the enchant menu. In this menu, this is where you can actually take your gear and you can upgrade your gear to like a higher quality level. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a junk piece, being that mine's already max, and I'm going to put it in here to show you. Now you see it's 100%, so you just want to go hit enchant. Usually what I do is I enchant this up until it starts failing a bunch, and then I'll use my stones. So I'll just go ahead and show you here. Um, this is going to take a bit of money, so make sure you guys have some money. Um, Now, like, it's failing a lot, so you could take a luck stone, put a luck stone in here. Now that increases your chance of successfulness. Pretty much is self-explanatory there from then on out. Now the socketing, as you see, my gear is already socketed up. But normally you get a piece of gear that doesn't have a socket open, you'll have to say open a socket, and it'll require a socketing rod. Now you get those from spinning the guild altar each day, and there's other ways to get them, but that's the most effective way. So once you get your sockets opened up, you can take your gems and you can put your gems in there, whatever you want. It doesn't really matter. Depending on your class, you'll have to look at the other guide for that. Now you'll go into synthesize, and in this menu you can synthesize your gear. You can collect the stuff to make level 60, 70 sets. Most of us are up there right now. That takes quite a long time, so don't be in a hurry because it's not going to come any quicker. You can combine your gems in the gems menu. You just select the gem and then combine it, and it'll turn into another gem, which then if you have enough of that, you can combine higher up. Eventually, you will have to go down here to the shop, and you'll have to go into the cards menu, and you will need to buy transposers. They go up to level 9, I believe. But use your bound balance for that. Just save up your bound balance for it so you can go higher up. But I wouldn't buy them until you need to. No sense in wasting. Now the item tab. This is where you can actually take your luck stones and make higher luck stones. As you can see, I've got quite a few luck stones, but I'm just going to make one to show you guys. You can also make your fashion cores in this menu, and you can go down and combine your refinement crystals. So that helps out. You can also make several mounts. Good luck on that. It takes forever, but very rewarding once you do. And then the lucky people that are able to run nightmare mode of an instance will get to make legendary sets. Now you will need to have, like, if you want to make a level 60 legendary staff, let's say, you will need to have the normal staff already made. You make that, and then you go down here into the level 60 legendary, and then you'll need a bunch more stuff. The legendary stones, the epic weapon shards, which I believe you get those out of the arena shop, so be sure to save your insignias, because you will definitely want those. Okay, now the next tab is the refine tab. Now I'm not going to do this because I don't want to mess up any of my stats or use up anything, but I will give you an example. You place your gear, whatever piece of gear you have, and you see that it has 5 stats. Now you can, however, if you have refinement crystals, which you get those in the next menu, we'll cover that. If you have the refinement crystals, you can hit the refine button, and then it'll generate new stats on this side. Now, if they are better than your previous stats, you could swap them, or if you want to keep rolling, you could keep hitting that. But do remember, it takes refinement crystals, and they can be a pain to get. Also, if you have locks, you can lock these stats, so whenever you refine them, these stats that you locked will carry over. I would definitely make sure, for every class, I would definitely make sure to get defense, endurance, and then either strength or intel on your gear, depending on if you're a knight or an archer, get strength. If you're a mage, get intel. And then the other ones, that's kind of your call on that. I mean, like if you're an archer, you'll probably want to get crit. It really depends that from then on out. But you need defenses, you need your attack, and you need HP to survive in a fight. So I would make sure to get those if you possibly can. Now the next one is the recycle menu. This is where you take old unwanted gear that you don't use or that you got out of instances, and you take them. Like we'll do this ring that I enchanted. You put it in here, gives you a message just telling you it's going to be destroyed. And then I get 1 refinement crystal. So I'm going to go ahead and say recycle. Now this costs gold, 1,000 gold for each try, so make sure you have the extra gold. And I recycled it, and now I have a refinement crystal. Why it's gray, I don't know, but it's gray. Now, the convert menu. This is where you can change gems into different kind of gems. Like, okay, I got a physical attack gem. I'm not an archer, so what do I want to do with that? I want it to become a magical attack. So I put it over here, and then I find magic attack gem, click that, and it costs a substantial amount of gold, and then I convert it. It's always successful. It can never fail, so don't worry about it failing. It just takes a lot of money. So I hope this guide helped you guys out on the blacksmithing menu. I will be making more guides, probably a couple more here tonight. Take care, folks.